Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Waharakak. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. All right, this lesson I'm going to be reading off of the website, The Real Hebrew Israelites. All right, which I highly recommend you check out this website for yourself, because it has loads of information, except on the Sabbath. I tell everybody this when I send them this website. The Sabbath, everything it says is correct, except if the new moon was on Monday, it wouldn't be Sunday to Monday, it'd be Monday to Tuesday, right? Because you'd see the new moon that night, right? But that's a different topic. We're going to go into is reincarnation in the scriptures, right? Because I know, some scriptures talk about reincarnation, but I feel like with all the precepts and the order that this is put in, it would be good for me to read. And I, may make more videos of reading certain segments of this, all right? Because, this life, and yes, I say this life because reincarnation is in the Bible, all right? So this life, I am a baby in this truth. So, I know the milk scriptures, and I know maybe a little meat, or some big meat like prophecies. I don't know a lot of meat scriptures is the point. I don't know the scriptures inside and out. I haven't, so I'd rather read this than just assume, this is talking about reincarnation all right. But according to Exodus, it says that Yahweh will visit the third and fourth generation of those that hate him. So you can assume by that, meaning that in the third and fourth generation is when they'll return. All right. And also it says in, King Solomon said, which was Yahushai, or which later was Yahushai, he said there's no new thing under the sun. I think that's Ecclesiastes, or Ecclesiasticus. I think it's Ecclesiastes. If it's not, Salakia, but we're going to get to it. All right, anyways. So yeah, I know some meat, but we're just going to read off this website. So let's get right into it. Is there reincarnation? Eventually, all Israel will be saved, pursuing to Romans chapter 11, verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, which is Yahushai. Yahushai is the deliverer. Yahweh will use his son Yahushai to deliver, the elect along with the angels. All right, just like he uses the prophets and he speaks through them. All right, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. All right, which Jacob's name was later changed to Israel. However, to put things in proper balance and order, because remember, Yahweh deals with order. All right, as we all should. All right, as he likes to do. All right, and I'm not going to tell him what he should and shouldn't do, obviously, but when I say as he should, I'm saying, that's a very righteous thing. That's a we should be more than thankful that we have a power that is balanced and that deals with order. All right? Because he has all that power, he has all that ability, but he is righteous. All right? If you can get what I'm saying, because like a man, normal men, all right, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai are far greater than men. But if you look at men, there's men, they'll get into power, they'll become the king or whatever, and they'll let it go to their head. They'll kill innocent people, they'll be wicked. All right? But Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are balanced and they keep order. So if you don't like order, then you're going to be put to death. All right? And that's justified. Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2/3 of Israel is going to be killed, because they will not hearken unto the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So before the salvation of all Israel, 2/3 will die and be punished, and then be brought back through rebirth, regeneration, reincarnation of the spirit. So it's the same spirit, different body. We are our ancestors, literally. All spirits are regenerated, again, gene, DNA, but more importantly, generated, caused to arise or come about. That's why so many scriptures imply it by correlation death was sleep, because you must arise out of sleep. All right, remember when you die, you go to the spirit world. All right, there's no such thing as a place where you burn forever like hell. All right, that's not scriptural. That's talking about nuclear destruction, right? And hell is actually, it means grave most of the time, which is Sheol, right? Or it's really a condition. The Israelites are in hell right now. Spiritual, rebirth, figuratively, spiritual renovation, especially messianic restoration. Regeneration is what we're looking at now. And the Greek word regeneration is a compound of these Greek words. All right, so you can look at this yourself. Timothy chapter 3, verse 5, not by works of righteousness, which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us by the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Spirit. We are saved by coming down here over and over again and proving to the Most High who we really are. It said we are saved by the washing / cleansing of being regenerated and our spirit being renewed / coming back. Yep, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Aren't you under the sun? Well, then you are not new either. Is there, verse 10, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. Verse 11, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. You do not remember your past lifetimes or the things Yahweh told us about this existence and our roles in it. We must play it out. Yeah, so basically, like the Akayim and I myself even like to put it where we're in a movie. All right, the script is there, except we don't know the script. All right, we're following the script, but we don't know the script. All right, so it's like I don't know how to explain that. It sounds kind of weird now that I actually think about the way I said it. Basically we're in a movie though, or or a video game. All right, a video game might be a better way to put it. Yahweh already made the video game, so this is how it's going to play out. But as video game characters, we don't know that. We don't know how it's going to play out because we feel like we're in the real scenario. All right, we're in the real scenario, so we can't see it from the outside. All right, we can't see that we're going to overcome, like we have faith. I'm saying, video games, they're not expecting these certain things to happen. Right? They don't know what's their future to come. Like for brothers, man. Some of us will have to be put to death for this truth. We don't know who that will be. We don't know who's going to do that. I don't know if that's going to be me that gets caught up by martial law troops and thrown in FEMA camps. We don't know if you're going to get beamed up by a chariot or if you're going to get beheaded. But Yahweh knows, and we're living that out. All right, we're living out the script that was written for us unknowingly because we don't know what's coming. Like we don't know what's our path. Like, are we going to be beamed up? Are we going to be put to death? Are we going to have to face this, face that? Are we going to starve for 3 days? Are we going to have, just like that, all right? We don't know everything that's to come. We're just playing out our roles, as I said. So, lucky if that was confusing. 2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 12, and when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. We only sleep momentarily and come back through our seed, bloodlines, our generations. Then shall the Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh who gave it. When we sleep/die, our flesh decays, but our spirit returns unto the Most High, and we are told of our judgment for that lifetime, and we rest. Then we come back to experience life again, experiencing in part the judgment of the past lifetime, along with what you do in the present lifetime. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 16. And remember, King Solomon was an extremely wise man. So him telling you this, which later he was Yahweh Shai. So him saying this, you really should well, the whole scriptures really, obviously the whole scriptures. But I'm saying, because a lot of you don't believe, or you're like, how do you know that's credible? Well, if you believe in the Bible, this is one of the wisest men to ever live, man. So he definitely knows what he's talking about. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. The place of judgment is earth, and living and going through situation teaching us Yahweh will, and either accepting it or rejecting it. You don't die and go to hell, Hades, Greek, Roman mythology. We Negro, Hebrew, Latino, Native American Indians, we are in our hell because hell is a condition and affliction, a condition of affliction. The so-called white man is in his heaven, which is a state of rulership and comfort. All right, Jonah chapter 2 verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto Yahweh his power out of the fish's belly. Verse 2. And said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto Yahweh, and he heard me, and out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. We are in our affliction/hell. The culmination of not being obedient will result in us going and staying in the great tribulation, which ends with nuclear fire, which is known as the second death. All right, it's not literally only your second death, but it's the second mass death, because remember that first death is when Yahweh flooded the earth and Noah was on the ark. All right. Staying in the great tribulation, which ends with nuclear fire being brought down on this and several other nations, which the wicked will take part in. Zechariah chapter 14 verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. And remember, Jerusalem is a place, a people before it's a place. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. That's talking about them getting burned up in nuclear fire. All right, because they're getting dissolved. That is the lake of fire, which after their period of burning, the Israelites will perish, be brought back to the spirit world, and eventually be reborn by the elect and those who escaped it through righteousness and brought back into the kingdom with the laws, statutes, and commandments written in their hearts, and all Israel would be saved. Hebrews chapter 8 verse 10. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, which is, call halayim like how by Shemal Shai for that, because if Yahweh and Yahweh Shai didn't have mercy on us, we all fall short. So take that pride smug off your face, man, because you fall short just like the rest of us. All right? We all fall short, man. And without Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, we're worthless. All right? So be thankful, man. And their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. So every one of Israel will be returned unto their angelic state, and be in order after the great judgment. Behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. But the righteous won't perish and go through the whole great tribulation. We will be delivered. Adawan Ratazel, we are of the elect. Jonah chapter, or is that John? John, Salakia. John chapter 11, verse 11. These things said he, and after that he saith unto them, Our friend Lazarus sleepeth, but I go, that I may awake him out of sleep. When Lazarus died, and they all mourned, him the Messiah, Yahushai, said that he was sleeping. Then said his disciples, Lord, if he sleep, he shall do well. Howbeit Yahushai spake of his death, but they thought that he had spoken of taking of rest and sleep, because we don't really die. Our spirits don't die, just our flesh. But we are angelic beings trapped in the flesh. And the angels, Salakia, oh my goodness. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. Alright, there's a lot of proof on this, man. I'm going to read a little more, though, for you brothers, man. I'm going to read, I'm going to start here. Matthew chapter 11, verse 13. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if ye will receive it, so if you understand it, this is Elijah, which was for to come. Elijah is the Greek, or Elias is the Greek form of Elijah. And he said John the Baptist was Elijah. How? Through reincarnation. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Elijah truly shall first come and restore all things. But I say unto you that Elijah is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. The disciple didn't even get it right away, but after he broke it down again, they understood that Elijah was John the Baptist. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Not only have we been regenerated, reincarnated, reborn, but the Messiah also had been lived in reincarnation until the time of him being the Messiah and sacrificing himself as the perfect sacrifice. Alright, so Yahushua, I'm just going to keep it brief. Once again, you can look through the rest of this yourself. Yahushua was Adam. He was King Melchizedek. He was Isaac. He was King Solomon. And then he was Yahushua, because Yahushua actually paid for his own sins along with Israel, which in Israel specifically the elect. And you'll be like, well, how? Because he was perfect. Yeah, he was perfect. But because your past life, because remember you read it, that it says your judgment's given to you and then you come back on earth and then you receive the judgment from your former life. So that's why, because as King Solomon, he went off. All right? Which that's heavy, because even the Messiah in past lives has went off, man. And it says not to allow your iniquities to hold you down, man. I'm going to get that. If I can find it. Salakia. Oh, this is a thing too. Romans chapter 4, verse 7, saying, Blessed are they whose iniquities are forgiven and whose sins are covered, which that's the elect. All right? But remember, we all fall short, man. But Yahushua was perfect as Yahushua. So once again, you can read that yourself. 2nd Esdras chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, which are the elect, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire, right? Because remember, the remnant, the 1/3, including the 144,000, would be tried as silver is tried, and or refined as gold is refined, stuff like that, right? I think it's refined as silver is refined, tried as gold is tried. Hear, O ye, my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, which is Jacob's trouble. But I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord Yahweh. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift themselves up. All right, so if you sin, be ashamed. Yes, all right. You unwillfully sinned, and the flesh is weak. All right. Which is it's a shame. All right, but you can't let it hold you down. You got to keep pushing, man. All right, you gotta pray for forgiveness, be sorry, be ashamed, but then push on, man. All right, don't let it hold you down too long, man. Because if you let those sins keep weighing you down, you're gonna drown, man. All right, and you gotta stay afloat. All right, the iniquity pulls you down under the water. You gotta swim back up and try harder, man. All right. Matthew chapter 26, verse 41, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. All right, the flesh, and we live in the flesh, man. We have to be balanced. But the flesh is what goes off. The flesh is what causes you to forget. All right. There was one more I was going to get. Oh, yeah. This is a heavy one. Well, they're all heavy, but pretty sure it was in Romans. Romans chapter 3, verse 23, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yahweh. All right? So we fall short, man. Okay? But with that said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Waharakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. All right? Abad Babal. By the way, it's the realhebrewisraelites.com. Right? It has a bunch of different topics you can go through. All right. So, shalom.